Hi guys, it's Dale with The Insurance. Today we're going to talk about title insurance, actually. The title of the article is How to Get Title Insurance. So buying a home is, it's a peculiar time because you're excited, but you're also nervous. And it can be a long process. And to be honest, it's probably like that for purchasing property in general, right? Doesn't even have to be your home. And title insurance is truly important. It doesn't matter if it's kind of your home, your vacation home, or an investment property. It's a small part of the property purchasing process, that transaction, but it carries a ton of weight, and it's very important for kind of peace of mind. Because as you can imagine, property it's hard to truly trace ownership, right? So it's done through a series of paperwork, right? Years and years of paperwork. And this is kind of where title insurance comes into play, because there's the property ownership is just riddled with fraud, right? People can say they own the property, but in actuality, they may not have a legal or rightful claim to that property, or they may share it with another family member. They may not have any claim at all. Throughout the history of that property, it may have been used in prior transactions as collateral, right? And the debts regarding those transactions may not have been paid, right? In which case, the debtors then have rightful ownership, or at least a case to be made that they have ownership to that property before it's ultimately sold to you, right? So those are situations where title insurance will come into play. It comes in two forms, right? Lender's title insurance and owner's title insurance. As you can imagine, lender's title insurance protects the mortgager, the bank, assuming you're getting a mortgage, and then the owner's title insurance protects you. And it simply gives you protection in those cases whereby the seller doesn't really own the property. So you really can't take ownership of the property, or that whole process is stuck in litigation. Title insurance provides coverage for those types of situations. Now, a few things to take note is that coverage will only kick in if an issue arises that was not known or uncovered during the underwriting process while you were purchasing the property, right? Because it's such a large transaction, and especially if you have a mortgage, your bank is going to scrub the title and the paperwork on that property. Now, if you move forward and something comes to light that was already in the paperwork when you made the purchase, then title insurance will not cover it. That being said, title insurance, it provides coverage and is in effect for the duration of ownership of the property, right? So that's where the peace of mind comes into play. So if something comes up 10, 15 years down the road, you're still covered, assuming you still own the property. And then for that type of peace of mind, title insurance typically costs anywhere between $300 and $2,000. And provided that a property purchase is typically one of the larger expenditures in a person's life, $300 to $2,000 is typically just a fraction of the purchase cost. So it's a small price to pay, one-time premium for coverage during the entire ownership of that property. So, I mean, hopefully, congratulations, you're buying a property, very exciting. But just keep in mind that although this is a small part of the entire transaction, make sure you go out and, whether it be online, whether it's talking to where you're doing the closing or talking to your real estate agent, make sure you do get protection in the form of title insurance. It will provide you peace of mind throughout the duration of the you owning that property. Thanks for stopping by. We'll talk to you next week.